Hey everybody, thank you for watching. This is your boy Jefferson. Today I'm here with the CEO of Holy Spring Mineral Water. He's the boss man. I mean, this he owns the company is the drinking water, but I will let him tell you guys about it. Some of you who've been watching my channel in recent time, our live, my brother Ben, my co-host. He lives in Utah, but he's a Liberian. He has a lot of things going on in Liberia. He just went there recently, and I just want him to tell us his experience, what was going on there, what happened, how the country looked like. So I'm hoping that you guys can get involved with this live. If you're watching it on Facebook, please don't forget to share this live, because this brother, he lives in the US, but he has stuff going in Liberia. Maybe whatever he says here might inspire somebody else. You can comment, but I hope the best support you can give us is to share this live. I'm here with the CEO of Holy Spring Mineral Water. Um, Thank you so much for coming. Newton, this is Newton. You can see his name, Newton Bowie. How you doing, my brother? We
Uh,
miss you.
no, thank you. I'm doing great, man. It's
Yeah.
good to be back, but at the same
Ye-
time, we're missing home, man. It was
Yeah, my show makes you, when you were out there, I'm like, man, I want, my brother, my co-host, he's not here. You guys make me better, This hosting thing, I would say it's not mine. I'm always good behind the camera, but having someone like you, having our sister Miata, Prince, all of you make me look better. But today you are the star of the show. I want to hear everything. You are not you live both Liberia and you live in the United States, but going back home. I think it would you the best person to ask about everything going on there, because you are not somebody who say things based on your political interests. You say things based on what actually happening. So it'll be great to pick your brain, and then maybe some people who want to go back, they might learn something, and from one or two things they need to do, and some of the mistakes they can make, and all of that. Um, I know you're married, but for me, maybe you'll give me some idea about Chamuden too. Then maybe I know what to do when I go there. I'm joking on that one. But how you doing today?
I'm doing great, man. Thank you. It's a good feeling to be back. I'm doing really great,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how was the trip? Like the flying from the United States to Liberia? Like, let's talk about that one first.
Yeah, so we live in Salt Lake City, Utah. Utah
Yeah.
is say sometimes people is like, "Where's Utah?" So usually, we used to fly Air France. Used
Mm-hmm.
to come from from Utah straight to Monrovia. So we go from Salt Lake City to France, from France Mali to Liberia, and then Liberia straight to France. But the airway don't France airline don't go to Liberia no more. So,
Mm.
but since I was gonna go with my wife and kids, we decided to pass through Las Vegas. I thought it would be a good trip for us to drive from here to Vegas, stay in a hotel, and then flew from there. So it was pretty good. We flew from here. We drove from here, went to Vegas. The kids were happy.
How long it took you from Salt Lake City to Vegas?
It's just 5 hours drive. It's 5 hour
Wow.
drive, and it's also good too because
Yeah.
you're driving, you're seeing the sightseeing.
Oh yeah, that's the best way to enjoy America.
Yeah, so you're sightseeing, and then from St. George, which is the second largest city in Utah, it's
Mm.
only 1 hour from St. George to Las Vegas, like 1 hour 30 minutes. So mostly just driving from here to St. George and from St. George to Las Vegas. So the weather was good. The girls were having fun in the car. So we were playing. They were laughing. Daddy, we're going to Africa. We're going to Africa. We can't wait to go to Africa. So
Wow.
yeah, so the journey was good, and then we just slept in Vegas. The next morning, we were at the airport and get our suitcases, and we were on the plane.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good, man. But what make you decide to want to take it? I know you've been going to Liberia, but why? What was the main reason behind you wanting to take your kid to Liberia? I
Yeah,
know they're Liberian too.
right,
Yeah.
right.
But
Well, usually, I know you say you're not married, but I know someday you will.
yeah.
Uh, Behind every successful man, there is a successful woman. My
Mm-hmm.
wife was born in Gabon, but she's from Mali. She's not a Liberian.
Yeah.
We got married in 2015, 16, but in 2015, as culture demand, I have to ask the father for her hand in marriage. So I took her to, we went to Mali in 2015, and then we have to go to Liberia for 5 days. We went to
Mm.
Mali, so we went to Liberia for 5 days for me to introduce her to my own families and stuff. So since then, we've been married for like 8 years now. We dated for 8 years and we married for 8 years now. So
Man, it took you that long to propose to my sister?
no, I think the culture, the cultural thing aspect on that part was
Oh,
we're both getting our masters from the University of Utah. So
oh,
we decided that the right thing to do was for us to get our degree first before we can talk about marriage and stuff. So we'll be dating and
yeah,
having fun at the same time. We go to school and get our education. And after getting the education, then
yeah,
we can now plan the wedding. So which
I
went
see.
it went really well. So there were no baby in between,
Yeah,
like stuff, that kind of stuff and things like that. So once we graduated, we got good jobs, started saving some money, and then we married. So this time, I go to Liberia, like you were saying, every year because I have some couple of businesses. I wanted to take her. Also, I wanted to take the children so that
mhm,
they can be able to see where their father come from. It's important because the culture here in America, the children are born here. Sometimes people don't take them back. Sometimes they want to go back. So I thought it would be a good thing for me to take the madam herself and the children to see where this time I mean so that she have the opportunity for me to go to different places where I stay, what's going on and stuff. So that's why that was the decision that about taking them to
yeah. That's good. I mean, that's really good to know, But yeah, that's so. How was it? Like, were you a little bit nervous? You going by yourself. You are a man. But taking your kid is extra responsibility in a country. Liberia is a great country, but it's also there are a lot going on in there. Were you nervous taking your children to Liberia?
Yes, I was really, really worried. I was actually a lot of my friends have told me you're crazy.
Mm,
Why? Because why you want to take your kid to Liberia at this time, at that age, and stuff like that. But I thought maybe this would be the perfect time, for them to see like a different side of that world, where their father came from and stuff. So I was a little bit nervous. So we take all the necessary steps. We went to the hospital, the international clinic, get all the vaccination for the kid, for my wife, and then talk to the doctor. Doctor gave her one or two tips on, it just in case if something happened, like common sickness, like diarrhea, malaria, typhoid, those kind of things that are common in Africa. They gave them those stuff. And then I also met the young lady. I was shopping in Costco. She's from Liberia. She married to a white guy. We were just passing by each other, and I said hi. She said hi, and she said, "Oh, I know you're from Liberia." I said, "Yeah." And then we're talking, but then she also gave me some tips about the kids and how to wash the mangoes and the fruit and things like that. So she gave me some few tips. But yeah, I was really, really, I was nervous, but at the same time, I was like, you know what? If I live there as a kid and survive, and other kids are living there, my kids
yeah.
would live there and they will
It will
survive.
make your children stronger too.
Yeah.
America can make sure they can. I would say children can, spoil with everything, technology, all this stuff, or the life they live here. But if they go to Africa, they see other people living certain life. Other kids are, tough life. It will make them realize too. Wow, this is, we are blessed to be where we are. And I think taking your children to your motherland, that's is a great place. That's a great thing to do because a lot of the kids today, even African, playing football for different countries. That because probably they don't know a lot about where they came from, and so when they become professional football player, they rather represent different country. But get making your children to know your country and maybe get used to Liberia, I think it's a good thing. But I'm very happy. Before we continue, I just want to tell everybody that are watching, please share this live. We want a lot of people to follow this story. This brother, he just came from Liberia. He took his family there. So that's why we will be talking about. He has businesses too in Liberia. We are going to touch on the businesses. He's the CEO of the Holy Spring Mineral Water in Liberia. We will talk about that too. Um, yeah, so you please share this live. That's the biggest support you can give people like us. Sharing something on Facebook, it's not costing you. You're just sharing it for other people to watch it. And if you can share it now, that would really I would appreciate you share the life. If you're somebody, you can send us that, but mostly sharing the lives would be a great idea. And my friend Newton here, he also a big supporter of our platform. He's always also somebody who been my co-host. And when he was in Liberia, we miss him a lot. But anyway, so how was it when when you guys got to Liberia with the children crying? Man, we made mistake for coming. Was that something like that, or they were
Yeah.
excited?
So, well, first of all, like you were saying, I'm sending you like a video on WhatsApp right now.
Mm-hmm.
That video was just my little daughter when we get to the water factory, how
Mm.
she jumped in and started to help. But
Yeah.
when we get to Liberia, so the 45. So first of all, my brother called me and said the road is not that good, so you cannot bring the children. I cannot pick you up that night to bring
Mm.
the children, so you
Oh,
have to stay at the hotel.
you
So he
guys,
said,
you guys got there at night.
yeah, we got there at
Oh,
8:30. We got there at 8:30 p.m. at night on Sunday.
yeah.
So they get out, and my 6-year-old daughter started saying, "Oh, it's too hot. Oh, my mom, I want to take off my clothes. This place is too hot." Of course, the mom have find the kind of suitable clothes for them. So the good thing is the Farmington Hotel send their shadow to the airport to pick us up.
Mm.
I have some good friends there, and nice hotel, nice people, great facility. They sent the driver. The driver came. Everything was really smooth. Even when we got to the immigrations, we have a guy there who was very cautious to help us. So everything was good. We got somebody who got all our bags. We got outside, put them in the suitcase, and then we put them in the car. Put all the suitcases in the car. We got to the hotel.
Mm.
They were happy because the thing is, the hotel is a really good. It's a standard hotel,
Yeah.
so it's very good hotels. It look great and things like that. So they were all running around. Of course, my sister was there waiting for us, and that just made them, comfortable running around. Went into the room, they sat there. So it was pretty good. It was pretty good.
Wow. That's amazing. But you say your wife been to Liberia. When was the last time she was there?
I was 2015, so it was just for 5 days. That
Oh,
that
okay.
was that
Oh,
was when I just went to introduce her to my own parents, my
mm-hmm.
brothers and sisters. So we
Yeah.
didn't stay long, but we stayed longer in Mali than
Yeah.
we did in Liberia. So that's why going back the second time, it was pretty crucial so
Yeah.
that you can see what's going on in Liberia and how things are going. So yeah.
But what did she say after you guys come back? Is that somewhere she want to go again, or did scare her away?
No, she really loved it. In fact, I took her to Calabash. We went to Deep Calabash, of
Oh,
course.
that's my sister Patricia favorite place.
I wanted
She,
her to
she
see. I wanted
that's my
her
sister Patricia favorite place. She always said the calabash.
I so what happened? Okay, so this is funny because I have a boy in Liberia called Nico. He's my really good friend. So we went to Calabash. I
Mhm.
have this synagogue that I bought. I bought it for Temu. It's very cheap. It's not even expensive, but it get light. It lights when you wear it. It light different color. So when we have gone to D Calabash, me and Nicholas, after the club and things like that, we actually left a little bit early. All these boys outside, which of course the Liberian people call Zoko,
Mm.
all of them came to the car, and then when they saw me walking out, oh, Brappy, your cynical is great, your cynical nice. So I told them I wear size 11. So among you guys who wear size 11, so there was one guy who wore size 11. So I took all the shoes and I gave him the shoes.
Oh wow.
And then the other guy asked me for the socks,
Oh
and I
really?
took all the socks and I gave it to the other guy. So I went home barefooted with no shoes. Of course, I got in the car, but
Yeah.
I went home with barefooted. So
Wow.
when I brought my wife the following week to Calabash, all these guys have recognized my car. Everybody have make a long line, and they were oh, the boss man on the street. Nobody can touch that man.
Mm.
For you to take out your synagogue and give it to somebody, do you think that's small? That's something small? Look, I still wearing the socks. Look at the socks. So my wife was like, "What's going on here?" So but she really loved Calabash. She loved the environment. She was dancing, she was having fun. But when we came back, she told me that she can live in Liberia. She said Liberia is somewhere that I can live.
Yeah.
And she actually encouraged me for us to do more businesses in Liberia, for us
Wow.
to be able to make sure, because I want to build a 3-story apartment in Liberia. So I took her there for her to see if
Yeah.
it was going to be worth for us to do it. But she
Yeah.
looking at the place and looking at the water factory and where we want to build it, the contractor came and explain to her and all of us and things like that. She's really, really excited, and she really want to go back to Liberia. She's like, I can live in Liberia, you know. So she loved it, and I took her also to Royal Hotel.
Oh,
We went up there, you know,
yeah.
sat there and got some drinks, some food to eat, and things like that. So yeah, she loved it.
The car situation, how did you manage transportation?
Yeah,
Did you
so
rent
that's
a
a
car?
good that was a
Yeah.
good question. So you know, when I graduated from the U in 2008, I graduated 2008, but before I graduated, I used to save money. So I used to have one old little car that used to
Mm-hmm.
give me hard time in the snow because Utah here is snow a lot. So I said I'll be saving money when I graduate from my job and everything. I'll buy myself a nice SUV. So I bought the Escalade, a 2010 yeah, 2010. I think it's 2010, 2000 something, something. But I bought the Escalade. I used it for a little for a very long time. So 3 years ago, I decided. Well, my wife was like, "You need to get rid of that car. I don't know what you're going to be doing with that car. You need to get rid of it." So I said, "No, I'm not getting rid of it. I'm going to send it to Liberia."
Oh,
So
wow.
so I sent the Escalade to Liberia, to my brother, and say, "Hey, when I'm keep this car, when I'm coming to Liberia, I'll be using it." Of course, my brother parked the car because he's afraid of the car. He said too big, so he can't ride it. But
Mm.
when I got there, they changed this. You know, like they if you here in America, you pay probably like $4,000 to change the seat, to clean, to make it look really nice. I paid
Yeah.
$450. They put the red seat in there, make it really nice and stuff.
Wow.
It stayed really strong. So when they came to pick us up with the car, she was like, "What? You still have this car?"
Mhm.
So she was so happy that we still have the Escalade. Yeah, 2004 is a 2004 Escalade. So she was like, "You still have this car? I'm so grateful you didn't sell it. Thank God we know we have transportation." So I use it to drive around, and she was like, "You're too brave."
Yeah, you're
You
very
too,
brave to drive.
she said, "You're
I
too
won't
brave."
drive in Liberia, at least not the first time, not the second time.
Yeah. So she's like, "You're too brave to drive in life." So I drove the whole time. I drove them where they wanted to go, take her around so that she can see certain places. I took her. Actually, we grew up in Bommy Hills because my dad used to work for Mani River Union, which is Liberia, Sierra Leone, and Guinea. The forest trade kind of thing, but they don't have that partnership in Gambia. So we went to Bommy Hills. I showed her where we used to live, show the kid where we used to live, where my dad used to work. We went there, you know, all those places and stuff. Yeah, so it was that's the only way we were able to work. But I drove all the way to Birmingham back.
Wow.
All the places we're just driving around.
Well, it seems that I have a car there now too.
Of course, of course. Anytime you get there, it's waiting for you. My brother, he just parked the car. He doesn't ride.
You were using the car to drive your family. Me, when I go there, I get a car, I use the car to say, "Dama right, yeah, fine, get dama
Yeah.
right."
It's
You said
Liberia,
to get
man.
a
Look,
chamure.
Liberia is fun. Liberia is fun, bro.
Yeah.
I would say to everybody, man, there's
Mhm.
nowhere like home, no matter what, you know. I would say to people, I mean, the country, you know, I've been there doing jobs. We are town now. We had Joseph Boakai, you know, there is hope with everybody. I think businesses are moving little by little. I think
Mhm.
I encourage everybody to continue to do business in Liberia because, like I always say on the show, what Liberia can do for me, not what I can do for Liberia.
Yeah.
So, the more businesses we have in Liberia, the more honest people we have in Liberia, the better it will be because you will give people jobs, you employ people. Just a little small water factory that I have, you know, we have people working there and they're paying their own bills and helping people. So it's just a good thing. It's a good thing for us to invest in our country.
Thank you so much. Thank you to all these Liberians too that are following us. We appreciate you a lot. You know, I know it's late right now in Liberia, maybe after 12, and you guys still following us, and I really appreciate you. Keep following us. Those of you that are watching us, we are going live on both YouTube and Facebook. Those of you that are on Facebook or even on YouTube, please share this live. Share this live with your viewer because some of these things, all the things that brother is saying, um, these things make sense, you know, especially for some of us that are not in the country. And he might say something for some of you that are in Liberia, um, to know, and something you may not know. You know, there are people. Recently, we posted a video of a place in Grand Jita County, and a lot of people, even those that are in Liberia, they didn't know that there's a this big entertainment center is in Grand Jita County. So sometimes it's good to listen to somebody You learn one or two things. So those of you that are watching, please do a favor. That's the one of the best support you can do for us by sharing this live, but so that other people can see the live, and then follow our page and follow, get to know this brother, all the good stuff he's doing in Liberia. He's not one of those people that say, oh, because my life is better, so I am okay. Nothing. I'm not gonna help my home country. He been doing great job for Liberia. So please share the live. It's not gonna cost you no money to share live on Facebook. It's not even gonna hurt your data to just share the live. Maybe if you can watch it right now, by sharing it, other people will be able to watch it, and it will help us. It will help our platform, and we will improve. But yeah, we are going to continue the conversation with the brother. I noticed that your water company, there's some conversation we had, and you were talking about how you take care of the place. You wanted safe drinking water, and when I saw the place was very clean. It shows that the place is really safe. And so it's like, what effort did you put into that way of people for them to maintain that cleanliness? Because I know Liberia, one of the things that frustrate me is people don't maintain stuff. They don't maintain that, and they don't have that consistent. And I'm not just trying to make Liberia look bad. That's true. Like you'll see a building that was built long time ago in the 60s, but it hasn't been repainted. They're more covered the place. You'll see the ministry will have this, and then you're thinking to yourself, don't they have maintenance department? Who is the manager of that place? Who is the maintenance manager? Or is he just sitting in the office and not doing nothing? So having a business, seeing a business that is so clean like that and everything, I just want to ask you, how did you do it? What do you guys have to do to maintain that kind of stuff?
Well, that's a good question. Thank you, Jefferson. And also, I will encourage everybody, please share the video. You know, the Librarian TV network is doing a great job in trying to engage with Liberians. So please share the video, share the video, share the video. But the problem in Liberia, like you say, is maintenance.
Yeah,
You can build a very good structure in Liberia, but then that structure will be destroyed within a year, just because there's no maintenance crew to continue to look after stuff. You go to Liberia, you see good buildings
yeah,
break down, and the owner of those buildings are not willing to either sell them or give them to anybody, or their families are in America and they're not willing to sell it, or they're not willing to have anybody use it, or if somebody want to either buy it or use it, they would put a huge price amount tag on it that the person will not be able to afford. But what I do, I have a great manager. His name is Harry. Harry is my manager in Liberia. And one of the things I told Harry from the very beginning is water is life.
yeah,
Cleanliness is godliness. You know. So if people just passing and looking at your area, just looking outside of the water factory, and they see that the water factory is clean outside, they know that inside is clean. But if they look at the water factory from outside and they see that it's dirty, they will know that this water factory is dirty. So I hold him to a very high standard, and he hold the other employee to a very high standard. And then inside the water factory itself, I was on the ground when we were doing the renovations and all that kind of stuff. I got the higher quality of materials. I was not getting anything just because I wanted to do a water factory and just go and get anything I wanted to get and put it there. But I got the most durable materials that would be like when somebody walk into it. Because even your journalist, your
yeah,
boy, when he came to interview me, he saw the water factory. He looked around. He said, "Oh wow, this place is clean." So I just tell the guys, I just tell the manager and say, continue to tell the worker that cleanliness is godliness,
yeah,
and let make sure that the water is clean, the place is clean, so that when somebody come in here to buy water, the person know that, you know what, the people over there, they are taking care of the water, and not just we just want to make money and we just put things all over the place, dirty the place and things like that. So I just put a lot of emphasis on the cleanliness, my brother.
yeah. That's really good, man. That's really good. When I saw the place, I'm the man. My brother really did well. He, to, and the fact that you are creating clean, safe drinking water, nobody can do that better than you as Liberian. I think you can do it better than anybody else, because the thing is, you're not just there making money. You are also there to and to do it in for your people. You are there to help the people to create quality water. How are people reacting to it? The customers, you guys getting customers?
Yeah. Oh, the thing is, that's a good question. In fact, we I need to buy another machine because we have so much customer that we're not able to give them the water that they need.
Wow,
So
wow,
we get two. We have dug two where then we just bought another poly tank to pull it up, and then I need to buy another coil machine so that we can be able to. And then I just got another truck that my brother is working on while I was there, so we can be able to distribute the water evenly to the people. But there's just so many demand for the water because of the taste of the water. And one of the cool things about it, I felt really proud was to see my daughters into the factory drinking the water with my wife, you
wow,
know, drinking the water, my daughter
yeah,
drinking the water, my wife drinking the water, and my little daughter just jump in and start helping these guys to helping them to put the water into the plastic and stuff and things like that. So that was very impressive because I felt proud and I felt like, wow, I can create my own product and my own family can come and partake of it. So that just make me proud. Nobody got sick, nothing happened. So I knew that, wow, this was like a wild moment,
yeah,
seeing them drinking the water and seeing them trying to help out to help the guys pack the water
yeah.
was just a
It,
cool,
sh-
cool thing.
yeah, it shows that your water it's really safe because if you have your own kids drinking it, your own family
Right.
drinking it, it shows that your water is very safe. And may I ask you, how long does it take to have a complete bag of water ready to from zero to finished product? How long does it take?
It doesn't take it take less than 5 minutes.
Okay.
So yeah, because what happened is that the water is coming from down from the well, it go up into the poly tank, and
Mm-hmm.
then the poly tank send the water down to the machine. But where our factory, the poly tank will send the water straight to the sifter, to full six sifter. That sifter send the water to our ORS machine, which is that machine has the purified water and the dirty water. So the
Mm-hmm.
machine is going to separate the water, put the dirty water one side, and put the purified water one side. And that purified water is what the machine sends straight to the coil machine to go into the plastic. Now, not a lot of water factory have the other machine that have the purified water and the dirty water. So the
Yeah.
other machine, the other people will only have the coil machine. So that's why the water is 99.9% pure out of jam. You know.
Yeah, that's really good, man. It's really good to know. Like, how did you get into it? Because it seems that you didn't just start a company, but it seems that you know all about it, like the machine and how the process worked. How did you get into that to understand it? Is that I don't think that's what you do in the US here. So tell
No, no, no.
a little bit about it. How did you get into that?
Yeah, that's a good question. The goal was for me to I try to do apartments. I want to do a lot of real estate, which I'm still going to do at the University of Utah. I say University of Utah, University of Liberia,
Mm-hmm.
Fender Camp. I had some land, and I was building some apartment there. And then me and my brother was talking about I was telling him about the water. I said I want to have a water factory here, so maybe I can hold on to the apartment first and see if we can do the water factory. But I don't want to do it too far. Then he said, "Oh, but you have that property in Pinsville, Joe, but we can go do it there." So because I wanted to rent the building and stuff, so when we check it out, we see like we'll be able to do it there. That was the thing. And another thing was the machine,
Yeah,
the purified machines. I tried to research it to see if I can get it from China because I say if I want to do this water thing, I have to do it right. I have to make sure that the water is purified. And also just thinking about my own people, like I say, again, chloride, running stomach, all kind of things that happen into Liberia when the people get sick. So water is one of the things that quick to take germs. So I just decided that, I was going to do it, but I'll have to get that machine that will make sure the water is purely clear and purify that when somebody drink it, the person can feel safe. So that was the idea behind the whole thing, and that's how I got into it. But we just did a little bit of research to make sure that we got all the information right and stuff like that.
Yeah. So Sally's one of the people that work with me in Liberia for my you didn't get to meet her. You met Francie, but Sally is one of the people that work with me and she in her journalism mode today. So she's asking you a question. She said Liberia gets plenty of water factories. What makes your different from the others, sir? Sorry, I came late. Maybe you said it up before.
Right. Yeah, I said it before, but I can say it again. I think two things. One is the like I said, cleanliness is godliness. It's very important to be clean. So the factory has to be very, very clean. I tolerate zero dirt, when it comes to the water factory. And two, the machine that I have that purify the water, that put the dirty water one side and put the purified water one side. Because most of the other factories in Liberia, the water comes from the poly tank straight into the pour chlorine. Some of the people pour chlorine into the poly tank, and chlorine they put in the poly tank is what will purify the water to make the water kill all the germs in there and stuff. I don't do that. I don't put chlorine. I like the water come straight into a different machine, and that machine, not all the water factory in Liberia have that machine. So that water will go to 6 different sifter, and then it send it to the machine. The machine will put the clean water one side, put the dirty water one side, and then send it to the coil machine for the water to get into the plastic. So this is what makes us really different from other water factory in Liberia. I'm sure there are other couple of water factories that will have the same machine, but that machine is powerful. It's what make the water really, really good. So if anybody tastes the water, the person will be like, you know what, this is a good, this is a good water. I also took some to the university, to the University of Liberia, to one of the professor there, and after she tasted the water, she let me know that the water was really good. So that's what make me different from the other water factories.
So your water is one of the plastic bag water, right?
It's the plastic bed water with the holder cross. We'll
Yeah.
try to do the bottle, but I was
Hmm.
just trying to wait a little bit
Yeah.
to see how far we'll go with the plastic, and then we'll start doing. Then I can start investing into the bottle water. But I don't see any problem why we will not be able to pour our water into the bottle, because I actually bought some bottle of water just to test it. And the only water that I was able to reach towards my water for the test that I did with other people was the Aqua Life. The
Okay.
Aqua Live water was the only water that I could compare. All the other water in the bottle, when we drink, we taste somebody to taste it, and then we get in the water, our water. They wouldn't believe that that water was a plastic water. They would ask me like, "Is there like what is there water? Are you sure this is a plastic water?" I said, "Yeah, it's in the plastic. You're holding it right."
Yeah.
So, but the Aqua Live was the only water that I tried to mention with my water, because you can taste it and you will not feel anything compared to the other water bottle. So I think if we start to do a water bottle, we'll be successful.
Yeah. So it's still I know you guys put extra time into it to make the water really good. But it's that process is still profitable too, right? It's
Right. The thing with Liberia is, with any business, I always tell people, from the beginning, you want profit, but you want to make sure you get it right.
yeah,
So for the first 1 or 2 years, you're not going to make that much money
yeah.
because you want to make it. But then after that, it grow as it go, it grow. For example, I have a social club here called Club Dean. When we
Mm,
started the social club, of course, Liberian people, they're not really supportive. Oh, where that thing gonna go? What's gonna happen?
yeah,
Blah blah blah. People started saying stuff. So you started getting 10 people, you go low 15 people, you go low, you start getting 70 people, 80 people. So the first 2 years it was rough, but then the third, fourth year, things start changing. So with the water factory, it's the same thing. I think for now, this is going to be our second year into it, and I can see the prosperity. I can see that it's going to be profitable the way it's going right now.
mm,
But for now, most of the profits is being invested back into the business to make sure that the business is stand alone.
mm,
Because when you started first, I started sending to pay the employee from here, take care of their bills. And then the second year, we see that, okay, the water is making profit. So let's use the profit to start paying. Let's start paying the guys and see, if the business can start staying by itself without me putting any more money into it. So
mm.
that's where we are, and it's going good.
So the business standing by itself now.
Right.
Yeah, that's really good, man. That's really good. How is You've been going to Liberia back and forward. You've been doing the back and forward thing. How would you say things? And do you see any changes, like in some way, development and other things? Do you
Yeah,
see
there's yeah, people are building
advancement?
also. Not just because of the water I went to, I go to schools. I carry I bought a nice two camera. I carry to a school, to the school. One of the schools is in right behind the material factory in
Yeah,
Cross. I went to the school, talked to the kids, gave inspirational, motivational speech to the kids, encourage them, gave them the can color so they can do the school. The school can do video for the kids, and when they have programs and soccer programs and stuff and things like that. So I just tried to empower them and encourage them. I spoke to them and tell them how it's important for them to go to school, and stuff, empower the women and things like that. But yeah, development, in Liberia, right? Like I said, everybody, people trying to build, some
hmm,
people trying to bring businesses, and I would just encourage people to continue to do that. Like we said on the show before, people try to be a little bit reserved
yeah,
just because of the relationship that other people have had in the past, dishonest, distrust, and things like that. But sometimes you have to be brave to be a business person.
yeah,
You have to be brave. You have to be brave, and you also have to engage your employee, because if you want to do business in Liberia, it has to be like a partnership kind of business. And also, too, the people that you work with, you have to treat them right. Let's be honest. Sometimes some of the people from here, when they go back home and they have people working for them, they don't treat the people right.
yeah,
They just treat them anyhow. And I don't think that's the way for us. That's the way forward for us from here. When we get back there, let's show them love, courtesy, same thing we do here. And then to them, to the people in Liberia, when somebody comes from here, they want to do business, the best thing you can do is to be honest with them and support them, because this person is helping you and you're also helping the person. But
yeah,
yeah, right now in Liberia, a lot of people want to do business and you can see a lot of things going. So hopefully we pray that everything will go. One of the things I want to talk about is I went to the bank, to the UB bank. So you take your own money to the bank, like how it is. You will stay online on the bank, and the cashier who is helping you, God bless her heart or God bless his heart. But while he's helping you, they will bring 5 or 6 or 7 envelope to her so she can help other people who is not on the line. So
wow,
you who's standing on the line, you're gonna stand on the line your whole time. Why that person, when she help one person, she help the other person with the envelope. When she help one person, he help one person with the envelope. He help one person with the envelope. So those are the kind of things that Liberians we need to refrain from, because I can beg you to put my own money into your account, into the bank. I can beg you to withdraw my own money from the bank account. I can go stand the whole day, and stuff like that. So now that they say the government, there's certain money they don't want. So when you go to the bank, you have to sort out those money before you take them to the bank. If you don't sort them out, then you will be the one to sort those money out yourself. So anyway, but the system, it will improve. We just need people that will be happy to be able to work with each other as a team for them to be able to improve those systems. But I thought it was kind of funny. I wanted to say that you will stay online for so many hours, then people stay bringing little slave to the guy who is doing the cashiering because they want people to help them on the side, and things like that. So
yeah. So Harry just commented and named some of the reasons your business is different, because I think based on the question that Sally asked here, what makes your business different from other water company? They have other water. So Harry is respond there with these with some of the stuff. Let Arab also his is different because of one, the excellent environment of this company. Two, the processing at Perry two used in processing the products, and three, personal effort and time in managing sophisticated systems, like never getting tired, but seeing to it that those systems and the likes are healthy and operational always. Yeah, so she it seems that she knows a lot about your business, because she's, I think, or maybe by listening to you, she learned something from that too. But that's good, man. It's good that you are keeping Liberians safe. You are playing a key role. You know, we can't just say
So
because we
the kid I just said, so Harry, that's the Harry I was talking to you about.
have, okay.
He's the yeah. So that's pretty good because I think all these things help because
Yeah.
the effort of the and I like that part. The effort of the employee and the manager
Mhm.
make a huge difference. You know, because working as a team is the most important thing. You know, the way they treat each other and the way I treat them to make the environment to be very cool. So
Yes. I always say, like, even one of our sister who we are going to interview soon, this lady, she's a top level person in Liberia when it comes to business, and she's a super die-hard Liberian person. I always say she eat, drink, sleep Liberia. Shawana Kachel, we were talking about stuff like this today, how you treat your people. It's more important than anything, more than even profit, because when you treat your people right, they will go out of their way to work for you. But if you are not treating them right, they will be slacking, all that stuff. So it's good that you have that system, you have the way of doing things. I mean, when I saw your place, I was like, wow, this brother had good thing going in Liberia. You know, sometimes when somebody tell you something, they say seeing. It's not like I don't believe it, but sometimes seeing is believing. So when you see something, you're like, oh wow, this brother has something good going out there. You know, I saw the place look nice. I'm like, wow, this is really good. Yeah. So keep on doing these things, man. Keep investing in Liberia. You know, that's our country. You know, that's why the lady and I, we were talking about today. We were saying that, you know, that Liberia is our country. Nobody will employ our people, pay them better, or treat them better than us. So let's just keep doing our thing. So your sister is coming on. Your sis Faith is coming on. So says Faith, we may I miss my I know we miss our brother. He is back. So I didn't even let him rest. I said I gotta bring you on the show. I want to hear all the cheese. Yeah, like Chipotle.
I was napping. I
Yeah,
just woke up.
I
yeah.
could tell that's okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry,
It's the weekend.
I sent it to you two last minute. So
I
yeah,
was
yeah, I've been very busy. So yeah, I had to rush and do it quick. Yeah, but I wanted to bring the brother on so that he can come in. And we even went a little bit late today because I know a lot of people are sleeping. Some people are busy doing stuff, going to dinner. But one thing I know, sometimes when we do live, people watch it later. That's one of the things. It's not sometimes all the time when we do live, people watch it later. So I said, well, we still have to do it because I know I'm starting Tuesday, I'll be working again. So I just wanted to do that. And the weekend is always good to get people. But do you have any question for my brother? I know you just came on, but anything pertaining
How
Liberia,
was that?
something you want to know?
How was it? How did everything go?
I think your voice is a little low.
Oh,
Oh, now we can hear you.
can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
How did it go?
it was great. It was great. It was great. I went with my family. I was just telling him the story, taking my daughter, my wife, um, taking my daughter for the first time, how nervous I was, but everything went well. You know, we're really happy. They want to go back again. They're asking me today, when are we going back to Africa?
Mhm. Tell them in that he say it costs a lot to go there.
Yeah. They want to go
Yeah.
back to Africa, you know. So,
Yeah.
yeah, but it was
Oh wow.
really good. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but anyway, we've been talking. I've been asking him a few questions about Liberia. What are some of the challenges with the business, doing business in Liberia? I know we interviewed you before, but every show is different and different viewers. So, what are some of the challenges that people should expect? I know it's not all milk and honey. As much as we can encourage people to do it, we also need to make sure that we are honest with them, that don't just say, oh, because Liberia is there, so you just go and you're gonna be milk and honey, and everywhere it's not always milk. So, are there any challenges?
Yeah, I think
Or,
there are
or,
not
or
challenges.
should I just send my money there and say, oh yeah, I'll be rich in 3 months?
No, no, absolutely not. There are a lot of challenges. First of all, is the first thing is to find a competent person to run the business,
Oh yes.
because you're going to be it's an absentee
Mm-hmm.
business, right? Right now I'm absent, I'm not there. So it's
Mm-hmm.
an absentee business. Whether it was your uncle or your brother or your sister who is running the business, you're absent, you're not there. So you have to find somebody who is competent to run the business, and also somebody who will understand, because who, if you question them, they will understand that this is a business, it's not personal. Because Liberians, sometimes when you try to ask questions, there's some people sometimes take it really personal. So
Yeah.
when it comes to business, it's nothing personal. So those are the challenges. Also to the employees, to get employees in Liberia. Of course, we say, oh, the country, people looking for job. Yes, people are looking for job, but do you have the competent people that you can hire for them to do the job? Somebody that will be able to come to work constantly to do the job, somebody that will be able to support the cause, or somebody who will come today, they work tomorrow, they take time off, they don't come anymore, you have to find them. Those are challenges. And then also too, the maintenance, the roads. If the business include vehicles, that's challenges, because a lot of repairs, the roads are not too good. So you have to be able to get ready to kind of take care of it. And then the other part of it is like I stated on the show before about the plastic. The plastic for the water is one of the huge challenge with
I
the
think
water.
we are getting paid by 6 feet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one of the bigger challenge is the plastic, because like I said, there's only one company in Liberia that produce the plastic. So every other water factory go
Wow.
around. But when I went to Liberia, that's something that I'm trying to look into. If
Mm.
there's a possibility for me to do the same thing too, like maybe try to do the plastic, find some couple of
Produce
people.
it yourself.
Yeah, find some couple of people that we can join together and
Yeah.
try to produce the plastic. Because I think even if you get 4 or 5 plastic company in Liberia, you will stay, because it's a big country. People from all over the place come to that one Seti brother to get the plastic. So if you have a partner that you guys can join together to create one in Liberia, I'm sure you will make the same. You will make the money and stuff. So those are challenges that come up. And also too, every business is not going to be milk and honey. You're not just going to start today and say, I'm going to make profit, I'm going to be rich. If you're going into the business in getting rich within 6 months, then you're in the wrong. Then just do your 9 to 6 job, or 9 to 5 job, and just relax. Business there'll be a lot of frustrations.
Yeah.
There'll be a lot of emergency that will come up. There will be a lot of
Seven
flight
days,
to be
7 days a week, 24 hours a day. That's
Yes,
business.
they say,
Yeah.
because things can go right today. They can call you tomorrow and say your two machine is down, or your two car is down, or this is down, and you have to fix it, because in that, if the two car is down, that means they can sell the water today, right? So that means they can produce the water today. If the
Hmm.
machine is down, that means they can produce the water today. So those kind of things are challenges that you face, and different businesses have different challenges in Liberia. I mean, I know for the other ones, I don't know what other people go through, but I know business in general, there are a lot of challenges, and you who managing it and you who own it, you have to be able to be involved. So that's why it's difficult for you to be an absentee business owner. So you have people in Atlanta who have business here in Utah,
Hmm.
but they are not here. You have business people who go around to buy businesses in places, and they're not there. They just have people run there. And sometimes when they see, like, okay, either they make that money or things is not working, they sell it.
Yeah.
So it's just so, like, doing business in Liberia, you not being there is a huge challenge. A
Wow.
huge challenge. So if you own the business in Liberia, my advice is, if you can go twice a year, you go there. If you can go 1 time a year, you go there. But if you just sit back and say, I'm not going to go there, I'm going to wait until 3 year or 2 year, then you're on your own. Then you really on your own.
How
So
is it? How is it dealing with the government when it comes to doing business?
you, you make me laugh. Look, it's just what I told you about the bank. Even though the bank is not a government entity, Africa in general, it's kind of hard, just the mentality of our people. Sometimes the mentality of our people is what make it difficult sometimes for you to deal with certain things. You know, I I was at you may go to an office and the person may be on there. You say hello, how are you? The person will be on their cell phone, either on WhatsApp and stuff, and they will
Wow.
give more credence to what they are doing on their cell phone than paying attention to what you came for. You see what I'm saying? So, and not in every places, but some of the places that I went. So that's how it is. So with the government,
No, no good customer service, huh?
yeah, with the government, it's all about power. It's all about people being in government and they show off. Like one of the guys come to Calabash, you get bodyguard. They say that man working for that man working in the new government. You get BC guy here, those, and then he show you like he's a big boy. So that's the kind of thing that you see because a government is a way of making money in Africa. I will
Mm,
not say Liberia, just in
yeah.
Liberia, but that's a way of. So everybody want to be part of government,
Mm,
right? So people will pay money for them to get position in government, and it is what it is. But that's just a fact. So, whether the last government, the new government, what I can say to Liberian, we pray for the best.
mm,
We pray that God help the guys that come in power for them to be able to understand that the Liberian people who put them there, they should be able to serve them and support them and not depress them. Because when these guys, in fact, on the road, let me tell you something, all cars, the windshields, the car windshields in Liberia are all darker than the president car.
what?
All the car, all the SUVs, they have small dot to the driver's side where the person can just see. But the rest of the cars are all dark,
Why?
very dark. And then they will run on the road. I was there one time, the guy nearly run over the police officer.
Whoa.
Yeah, so and then they have serene in their cars. Half of the car in Labra, half of the people with SUV, they
You
have
mean you mean you mean like representative ministers?
like minister representative, even a normal man who get money in Liberia, he get a car, a normal businessman who is well known in Liberia, he has a car, his car has serene in it. So when he
Wow.
driving and he coming, they're running and stuff. And then if they have the tail lane, if one of the person were coming, one of the representative or whosoever were coming, then all the other cars going to follow that person. If it's an ammonia is coming, people will follow. So those are the
Oh,
they have to these are the things that the police director really they have to look into. Some of those things are illegal. Like I have my Escalade, it's a very nice car, but only the back windshields are tinted. The
yeah.
two front windshields are not tinted, and I didn't put anything on it. But you will never see no good car in Labrador that the whole full window is not tinted. It's tinted dark to the dark. You can only see a little bit. So that is a disaster for accident. It's a disaster for accident. So just ask anybody that go to Labrador will tell you. So those are the things I think I will ask the police, the police director to look into. Like why you darking your car like that on the
Yeah.
street? The guy nearly run over the
Yeah, here in
over the police
California,
officer.
if you tend to your car like that, you get ticket. It's
Even in
illegal.
Utah,
Yeah,
if
it's
you
illegal.
yeah, there's the same thing here. If you tint
Yeah.
your car, but in Labra, I'm telling you, bro, every single car. The next time I go, I'm going next year. I will do a nice video for you. I will
Mhm.
bring it so you can pull it on so that you can pull it so that everybody can see it. Most of the car has siren in it.
Mm.
Whoa. Is that a police car? Is that
Wow.
an emergency car? But it has a siren in it, and if they just blow it, they just go wild. No speed limit. Anybody just run anyhow they want to run and stuff and
So
things like
is
that.
that,
So
is that so because some people been saying that Liberia is becoming a lawless country? You people can get out of things that easy. What's your input on that?
oh, they're 100% correct. I was right there when the police pulled the guy over. He took his phone and said, "Talk to this person." I don't know what they were saying, but
What?
whatsoever thing the other person say on the other side, the police have to let this person to go. So this is not the way. Who knows what was in the car? Who know
Wow.
whether there was a dead body in the car? Who know whether there was money laundering? Who know whether there were guns in the car? The police have to do their job. So
Yeah.
if the representative, the law, the representative, and all the big people, ministers, and other people are interfering into the police people not doing their job, it's not going to work.
So
because
so that mean if somebody pull me over and I know the police chief, I can easily I can
oh,
just talk to the police chief.
exactly. You can say they pull you over because sometimes most of the guys bring their car from the United States or from Holland or from Sweden or whatsoever. The car is not registered, no insurance, no nothing, no plate. So they just drive it around. So the police pull them over, and then they know somebody. Then they call that person. Then they let them go. So the empowerment of the police is very important in any government, and being able to help them. So I think, when somebody say the country, people scared in Liberia, even right now with the news, but people stay afraid. A woman cannot just walk in the night with her cell phone talking. Somebody going to come and jack it for her. I was right there when they jack a lady bag, and she was,
Really?
they run away with her bag. Unfortunate thing was that like they were on the bike and stuff, because I was telling my friend I cannot stand right there with somebody not even having a gun or anything or just a knife and come and threaten somebody in front of me. It's not going to happen. But
Yeah.
it's just a normal thing in Liberia. So the girls are afraid because they're powerless. So they can't take their phone out with them. They're going somewhere, they have to take the little phone and hide the other phone, because if they have it, somebody gonna just come and take it away from them and stuff. It's still happening. It have not changed. And I don't think it's gonna be changing anytime soon, bro. It,
Yeah. Man,
seriously.
that's sad though. That's really sad. Like
Yeah,
because I've
the
seen.
police director, Liberia, the police director. In fact, my suggestion to me myself when I was thinking, the police director job in Liberia not supposed to be an appointed position. It's supposed to be a
Mhm.
elected position.
Yeah.
So people supposed to go to the poll and vote for the police director. That way, the people are giving power to somebody. Because if you put a man there, if the president put him there or whosoever put him there, anybody can call him and say, "My man, forget about that case,"
Oh
because
yeah.
they know that I made the one who put him there. So because
Yeah.
that man put him there, they can call him and say, "Forget about that case, let that case go." But if the people elected the police director, you can't tell the man what to
You
do,
can't
because
tell the man.
you're
Even
not the one who put him there.
even like here in the US, there are places where they have sheriff elected.
Yes.
And so, if we like just say if a little town in the US here, like in somewhere in Orange County, and then LAPD, police chief call and say, hey, forget about this situation. He would say, no, I'm elected by the people to do their job. I can't do what you are telling me to do. Another thing too, I think one of the problem too, like based on what I've understood so far, is that people also like these police, they are corrupt and stuff. People bribe them that easy get away with it because some of these people don't get paid on time. Some of them work, they're paid behind 3 months. That's why even the journalism thing, like a lot of journalists, they depend on press conferences. They go to press conference, people pay them to 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 do the press conferences, or people pay them to carry out certain story. Sometimes you realize that some of the journalists don't get paid 3 months, 4 months, and so they are doing whatever they have to do, and it's just so bad in the country. And I've heard from people that sometimes people won't pay their employee for a very long time, and I'm like, man, this is bad. I
Well,
mean,
I'll tell you a quick story, because when I go, those are the things that I try to investigate and see. I went to the Royal Hotel. I was just hanging out. I lost my phone. I lost my iPhone.
hmm,
My iPhone 14. It doesn't 14 Pro Max can work in Liberia because it has an eSIM. So
hmm,
when I went with my wife to the Royal Hotel, when I was coming out of the car to open the door for her, it fell. It fell on the floor. So somebody took the phone, and we went 2 days. I couldn't. It keep telling me the phone was. So we tried to track the phone. So I
hmm,
tracked the phone. The phone told me the phone was at the Royal Hotel. So I
hmm.
went to the Royal Hotel, and the phone told me, was when I was talking to the guy, my other phone was telling me that your phone is right here. So I told
Wow.
the guy, I said, my phone is right here where you're standing here on this side. That's where my phone is. So then the guy was like, well, I'm trying to call the manager upstairs to check. So I said, no, the phone is here. So the guy who was assigned him, the guy came. The guy said, yeah, your phone is here, because the phone fell yesterday, 2 days ago, and somebody brought it to us, and we put it in here.
Oh,
So it's in here. So we're going to call the person who has the key for the person to come, because we keep saying the phone is here, because that's what it said when I track. That's what I like the iPhone. You can track the iPhone,
yeah,
and
you can track it.
it will
Yeah.
tell you where it is. But
Yeah.
just talking to the guys, most of the guys there, the company have the Royal have contracted some of the company, the security company to for the guys to help over there and stuff. So Royal pay like every 2 weeks they pay their employees and stuff, make sure that people get paid, and then they pay the company. Well, when they pay the company, the guys who is in charge of the company keep the money and then pay the other guys when they want to pay them. Tell them that,
Yeah,
oh,
man.
it's 2 months, we can pay you. We gave you, so you owe the guy for 3 months, and then you
It's
gave
so
him,
sad.
you pay him $120 or $100, and you owe him for 3 months. Then you tell him, say, well, I only give you $100 for now, I'll give you the other one later. Well, so if the wife, if he has a kid going to school, he has to pay house rent, he has to do that kind of stuff. So, and when he gets sick, he works 7 days a week. He have no day off. If he call off work, he get fired. Somebody else is standing to come to the job. So because of that, the $100 is very important for him to be able to. So my thing is that all the great leaders that I see all these hosts, all these shows that people host about Liberia, they talk about stuff. They don't talk about the real issues. They talk about politics. They're
Yeah,
into politics. They talk about partisans. They talk about,
yeah.
oh, who is
That's
this
the
person, what that
problem.
person do and stuff. So I
Yeah,
listen to all these radio, all these tour hosts that even the top one that people see and say, oh yeah, this guy have power in Liberia. It's all about politics. They
I
don't
think,
talk about the
I
need.
think,
They
I
don't talk
think,
about
I
the
think
need of the people. They
that's
don't
why
talk
I
about the
like,
need of the
that's why I
people.
like to have these things where you guys, like you, says Faith, and because we talk about real issues here. Sometimes we are open to. You are not, you and I. We are not coming here talking about, oh, my man, you Unity Party, my man, you CDC. A lot of time we talk about really good thing, business owner, the things that really the Liberian need to move on. You're
Yeah.
right.
Like for example, I'm
Yeah,
not going to like the
yeah, yeah.
Department of Labor. Who is the director of the Department of Labor? Who is the
That's
minister?
it. That's the problem.
Who is that person? And
Yeah,
how can we empower that person for the person to be able to send people on the street? But
yeah,
when they walk around the street, that oh, when they showed up, they get them brown envelope, it finished.
yeah,
People are suffering. They use the they are working in certain factory. They don't have the equipment. They don't give them any equipment to work. They need to give them the equipment for them to work in those factories. They
yeah,
need to help them out, but nobody cares because what the labor department is doing. Those are the kind of things that I want for people to be talking about. Let's try to empower our people. Let's
yeah.
try to help our people. But if you go to Labrador, look, bro, your heart is heartbreaking. What the people, the citizens of Liberia, what they are going through, it is heartbreaking. I don't care what kind of government can, until the leaders can realize that the Liberian people are suffering. You even move UP and you bring another CDC government or another government, it would be the same thing because it's a rotational thing within the people. So
Yeah.
if every top show host can talk about how Liberian people can benefit, how these ministers can be empowered to help people. The last thing I want to add is that you have the Ministry of Gender. You don't have a Ministry of Social Services. There's no Director of Social Services in Liberia. So first of all, social services is a key. America is great today because of that social services system. All the food stamps you see they can get to people, all the Medicaid you can see, those are all social services assistance. That is through those things that they're helping people. In Liberia, you don't have any of those. School's supposed to have social worker, to help kids. Some of the kids don't eat to go to school, my bro. I went to the other school. I went there and did a presentation to two different schools. I did presentation there, elementary school and high school, to motivate the kid and things like that. So those are the things that we need to be focusing on, my brother. It's not easy with the people in Liberia. It's tough.
Let me before we continue, those that are watching, let me tell. Today we are here with our brother Newton Bowie. He just came from Liberia. He has a water business in Liberia. It's called the Holy Spring Mineral Water. His water, it's one of the best. It's the best. Even my general tastes that. When he tested it when he went to interview him. Today we are talking to Newton Bowie about his experience in Liberia. Newton, when he went there, he everything that he experienced, what he saw. That's what we are talking about. But let me tell you too. Let me add to what you were saying about some of the things we need to talk about. I think also our people too. Let's be honest. Our people too. They have gotten used to this negativity that when you are doing things like we are doing right now, How many people sharing this life? How many people watching? And you know, if this was one of those things where people are causing this, is causing CDC, is that, trust me, the amount of people watching is more. That's the thing too. Maybe that's why some of the talk show hosts, some of us, we don't have that kind of mindset. We don't have that kind of personality. So we continue to be who we are. I'm not gonna come on this show and say we are government is horrible, Joseph Baka government is good. It's not what it's about. For me, the platform is always about shining spotlights on Liberian, making sure we are Liberians that are doing good job. But honestly, my brother, I think the bad thing is our people too to be blamed. Because one, when it comes to talk show hosts, journalists doing something different, picking out the wrong story, because that's what our people like to see. If you were to post Yeke Koluba, like we posted Yeke Koluba video batching Joseph Bakai. Oh man, that video got more views than anything else. When we post a video about somebody preaching kumbaya somewhere, trust me, nobody care about it. So it's the same thing when we post a Prophet Key video, everybody watch it. They love it. But when you post somebody who is saying, oh, you know, there's a great Liberian business person, the person, how many people watch it? So I think our people need to change their mindset, and because they are giving, like now, let's just say when you're watching football game, a soccer game, whenever somebody jump on the field, the camera don't even show that anymore, because they don't want to give people that attention that they need. If we were in a position where somebody go on edge, cursing, doing this, doing that, talking about CDC, this, that, things that don't make sense, that are not going to help Liberian, and we are not watching those people, you'll see people will start changing. But Liberian watch these people. The same thing with the election. We don't have good leaders, because every election year we focus more on party than trying to find the people that will really do the right thing. Who is the minister of labor? Who is the person that I'm voting, that is coming in power, that the Senate is confirming? And saying the person become that. I'm not just talking about this government, I'm just saying in general. And saying this person become the person, got in that position, what is this person doing? Are they, or is this person changing life, making a difference in that ministry? We have to look at these things too. And a lot of time we Liberians, sometimes we focus on the president, but we don't see people. Like, that's what I was trying to say. You see a government ministry dirty, more cover the building, and you are thinking, okay, who is in charge of that building? FIFA had to suspend Lone Star from playing on our national soccer something, because we were not taking care of the field.
They,
Who
they,
is in charge?
yeah, I'm not even cutting you about, like, if you go into Central Morel, like Broad Street and stuff, the funniest building you can see is the Central Bank. Even the Ministry of Finance. If you look at the Ministry of Finance from outside, you want to cry. They
Yeah,
are all bad on it. If you look at the Ministry of Health, if you look at the pink, you look at the building, you ask yourself, like, all these budgets and all these things they give. And like, look, if CDT government do right, great. If UP do right, great. It's important. You point out, they say give the man praises where he deserved to be. But
yeah,
my thing is that if you look at things and you see things are not changing, and all we want to do is just to put people in power that will be in power, like guys, like some of us, we're here, we stay here in America, we work. As soon as they say the government come, they call all of us, we go back, they give us a job. As soon as they start working, they don't have respect for the people in their office. I talked to one of the little girls that work at the Liberia broadcasting system, and she told me, she said, we were very happy. Let's try to get UG Fargon on the show one of these days, if possible. I'm sure he will
yeah,
be happy to come to our show. But
yeah.
one of the little girl told me and said, UG Fargon, he has a staff meeting. And the way he talked to the staff, it was very, very encouraging. The young lady came and said, we never see something like this, like the way he spoke to them, the way he talked to them, and how he encouraged them that things would be better. So that that make me to feel good to see that somebody who is taking over
An institution.
an institution, first meeting he had, make the employee to have a great impression of
Yeah,
what changes are going to come. You
Yeah.
know, so we want most of those guys to do things like that. But if people are just not carelessly just having position just in the name of me being in a government position and getting paid and nothing else is being done, it's the sad part, my brother. It's the sad part because on this platform, like you said, people want to talk about how Sissy Martin and her husband break up,
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
another person and the other girl married, she went and cheat with her husband, her bridesmaid cheat with her husband. So those one get like 3,000
Yep.
overview. The people love those kind of things. But when you start talking about issues that affect the Liberian people, and you talk about leaders that's supposed to step up and make a difference, and you make a good point, the president of the Republic of Liberia cannot make a difference by himself. It
No.
would take the businesses, it would take the school, it would take educated people, it would take the market women, it
It'll
would
take
take the
police,
school, the
everybody.
police, everybody will work together. But I will
Yeah.
tell you today, remember this. What happened in Senegal will happen in Liberia one day. One day, a young man, because I think in Liberia, the old politicians, they feel entitled. They
Mhm.
feel like, they need to stay there because they're the one who know the Liberian law. They're the one who know what they can do. But the Liberian people will be tired one day, and they will put an independent person into that position. I'm telling you, bro, you need somebody young with different mindset that can come to that particular position to make a change. Because if we don't have that, our Liberian people will continue to suffer and stuff. And it's awareness. There's not a lot of awareness. Like the power of a government lie in the people. The people are the ones. So a representative can go out there and talk all he want, bring one cow, kill it in the district, call it small, 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 and give it to the people. The people go right back and vote for him because he want the people to get in line tomorrow and coming to him asking for school fees.
Yep.
You have my child. Can you help us with medical bill and all that kind of stuff? So it need to change, bro. But the
It needs
people,
to change.
it need to
It,
change.
it, it, it will change. That's what that's what I was saying. Like these talk show and stuff. It's all based on what the people want, and Liberian people, that their mindset is just something else. Where when you are talking these things, they don't listen to you. By the way, all of you that are watching, please share this live. This is some of the things we are talking about. If each if somebody can share it, it's not gonna cost you no data to share this live, but people can learn from this kind of stuff that we are talking about. Some of us, we are not giving up on talking these issues, then talking polit, and then talking about you and I come out here. You are CDC, Unity Party, for example, and we are going at it. I mean, how would that help Liberia? But when we start talking about this issue, we start talking about what affecting Liberia for real. People, I mean, that's the only way we can change. Some leader, maybe somebody will be sitting somewhere who is maybe the ministry, who is in charge of the Ministry of Labor, might be watching this video and say, man, these guys were saying this, these things make sense. They need to put system in place where even if a person doesn't get paid a month, they know where they can go and report. And then, but how would they do that too? The government themselves, they are not paying their people on time. So, so my brother, it's just so hard. The same thing when we talk about people should paint their buildings to make Monrovia look good. Who will enforce that? Who will make the rules? If a city, the city of Monrovia is saying you go paint your building, or we will fine you. Then you look at the city building, it's the paint, they haven't painted the place in, probably they built the place, and the place look bad. How would they ever enforce something? So for me, I think Liberia in general, you need leaders to take charge first. They need to take charge. But since Faith, I don't want this to be all men and talking, then you don't have nothing to say. I like to bring you into it too sometime if you want to say something.
No problem. I
Yeah.
know, like I said, I just woke up from a nap and
Hmm.
I'm just enjoying you all.
Hmm.
I'm going to have to do a rerun on the show because it's devotion time.
Oh, okay. No
Yeah.
problem.
So
No
once
problem.
more, welcome, Mr. Newton. Welcome. Yeah, I'm gonna have to leave you all. It's family devotion time.
No problem. I know it's late too. Um,
Nah,
at
you're
your
fine.
end, yeah, I think after 9, right?
Yeah, on my end it's 9:15.
Thank
Yeah,
you for thank you for showing up. I always appreciate you.
As always.
Yeah, we will always. My two favorite co-hosts. Don't tell Prince.
that's
Don't
right.
tell Prince that I said that because he'll be jealous.
Yeah,
I've been visited a few times, so but me,
Yeah,
I have my ride or die them, so I'm okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right. Love
But
you
thank you,
guys.
okay,
Sis
see you.
Faith.
Bye bye.
We are here a little bit. I know, Nita. If we reach a point too, then you're the star of the show.
All right. I'll
Yeah.
catch up.
Okay, see you.
All
Have
right.
a good night.
All
Yeah.
right, bye.
Yeah, my brother. So, like we're saying, Labrador, we all need to work together.
Hmm.
And like you were saying, yeah, there are a lot of old buildings in the city that people are not willing to either sell or they're not willing to take care of. So somebody have to put pressure on them and say, you either take care of this or you sell it. You know,
Yeah.
it cannot just be in a city like this all over the place, and stuff like that. But I think our leader have to put our people interest first. But right
Yes.
now, the government, a lot of the people are not putting the interest of the people. But we can, because this government just come to power, so we cannot judge the government on what is happening right now in Liberia. So these are stuff that have been there before. So we see how the government will go. I'm sure, I pray and hope that we have capable people in the new government that will bring changes to Liberia. That's what I would say. I think Joseph Boakai is a very honest man and very intelligent man. And we know that, with the support of the team he have around him, he should do a pretty good job. So we pray for success. That's what I would say to you, my brother.
I
We
heard,
pray for success.
I heard that this, when Adam became president that time, there were a lot of international support, but many people said that because it was after the war, and a lot of people were doing that to help Liberia. But then, Joe, we had time that, according to them, they didn't get a lot of support international from international community. And now Buckeye become president. I heard from a lot of people there have been people coming to the country trying to work with the government, like the same kind of support Ellen was getting from internet investment, like even the city mayor, World Bank went there to see how they can manage the trash, all that stuff. Somebody, well, that's my brother' opinion. So you can't blame him for telling you what I. The person say, what makes JMB an honest man?
Oh, that's a good question. I think, to be honest with you, I don't like to judge people. I
Mhm,
don't know President. I don't know Joseph Boakai. I have never met him before. He's not my friend. He's not my relative. But even you yourself, Mr. Jala, I look at you to be an honest person and
mhm.
say you prove otherwise to me for
Yeah.
me to say. So this is not on the party thing. I don't belong to any of the parties, but I'm just saying I look at Mr. Boakai to be somebody who is an honest man, and I hope that he will do the right thing for Liberia. I pray that he will be able to put the right people in power to help our people. So, like you, if you, Mr. Jala, was the Mr. Johnson, if you were the president for Liberia, I was going to say the same thing. That I hope that Mr. Johnson, I know Mr. Johnson is an honest man, and I know Mr. Johnson will be in the position to help our Liberian people to put the right people in position to help our people because we do need help in Liberia. We do need all the ministry, especially the police department, the police director, and the police guys that are doing traffic and all the stuff. They need support. They need help. So if he can put the right people in the right places, I'm sure Labro will be great. So that's the reason why I said he's an honest man, but he's not. I have no relationship with him. I just choose that everybody is honest
Mhm.
until they show otherwise.
Yeah, I think Jala, we both. I think the question. I'm glad you asked a question. So it's not like you said anything bad by
Right.
asking that question. I think you asked a question. What makes you think the person is like this? But if you disagree with the person, you can say, "Well, this AYZ reason. I feel he's not an honest man." For me too, it's the same thing. From maybe from the outside, you see how the person present themselves, you would think that, oh man, this guy carry himself good. I think he's a good person. Some of us don't know these people. We don't know behind closed door or their personal life, what did they, what they didn't do. So we can say the person is a bad man when he's presenting himself out there good. So this is my brother' opinion. But if you disagree with him, tell him I think he's not an honest man for AYZ reason. And for me, those are the kind of argument I like to have when my brother and I here I won't be surprised if we at some point agree and disagree with each other, because at the end of the day, but the good thing that I like, the kind of argument that I even like that I like to have is for somebody to tell me, no, I think I disagree with you for this reason. I like educational stuff where you tell me you disagree with me, but tell me why. You can't just say, man, you lie, man. Okay, why do you think I'm lying? Because what I know is what I'm talking about. So if you know something else, how about you tell me? They become a very good argument, but the kind of Liberian argument sometimes where somebody will say, man, you lie, man. That thing you're talking, the lie. I'm like, okay, but okay? Tell me something that I need to know, because I'm only saying something that I believe. But anyway, all of you that are watching, please share this live. If you can share this live, that would be great. I keep saying that because that's the kind of support we want from you. If you can share this live, it's like you're showing us support. It doesn't cost you data. It doesn't cost you nothing. At least people will see this live and learn one or two things from there. But anyway, I was trying to say something. People say early time there was a lot of support from international community. Joe Wiata, he didn't get that support. And Joseph Baka coming. They say that you been in the country, so maybe you see something, you saw something. Did you see something like that where a lot of people are coming to the country for investment? I know the government just got in power, but did you see any sign of that?
Well, to be honest, no, I didn't see. I saw. I mean, you see a lot of people that. Yeah, I saw when I was at the Royal Hotel. I met the guy. They were talking about they came into the country. They're bringing some technology firm in Liberia. They have some grant from some government agency outside of Liberia that they're bringing into Liberia to support Liberia. But look, let me tell you, the thing is, like you said, Ellen Johnson time, yes, it was war. People came, George Weah time. Who knows? I'm sure there were a lot of people that came to Liberia to do businesses during George Weah time. There will be a lot of people that come during Waka come to do the same thing. The question is, the people who they are engaging to do these businesses and the people who they are engaging to have these contracts, are they giving it to the right people? Are they doing it the right way? Are they asking for certain amount of money? Are they trying to get bribes? Those
Yeah.
are the things those are the questions. So
Are they even
are
negotiating?
they even negotiate? Those are the questions, because the bank come and tell you, say, I want to bring a $5 million business here. I want you to help me. And you say, you know what? Let me get $1 million from that as a share from that. It means, okay, I'm willing to give you that. You have already compromised some of
Yeah.
the you already compromised some of the things. So that man can come and treat your people any way he wants to treat your people, because no regulation, no nothing. He can just do what he wants. So those are some of the things that you look at, in Liberia. So let me say, you in Liberia, you're going to go buy something big, like a fridge or something. They say, I don't want Liberian money, I want US dollar.
Mm,
Okay, so you have to change the Liberian dollar, and even if you're using the Liberian dollar to get US dollar, you have to pay more to
wow.
buy to bring it. So those are the kind of things that people say. So if the poor person on the street get a little money and they wanted to go buy their fridge, and the exact money they get, it didn't reach in the US dollar, that means that they have to go buy a US dollar on the street for them to be able to get that stuff. See what I'm saying?
And then they
So
are losing money by trying to buy more, or,
to
by spending more to get US dollar.
by spending more to get the US dollar. So yeah, I saw people at the Royal Hotel. I saw a lot of people. Like I said, I overheard the guy talking about a technology company that they're bringing into Liberia and the grant they have received. So I think a lot of businesses going to come to Liberia. The only thing I would say is that the country have to be safe. For you to do business in Liberia, to do any businesses in any African country, the country have to be safe in any country, not just African country, but in any country. So the police, they have a lot of work to do in Liberia. It's not just the drugs enforcement go catch a couple of people, put them in jail, and then those people tomorrow they build them out and they build them out, they go. Because I saw recently that one of the big gun sons got arrested for this and this and this and that. But how long will that go? about 2 days and 3 days, he's gonna be free out of jail, and he's gonna be running around freely. So
But even I'm not cutting you up, but if you notice, even my guy filmed the that guy you met, Francis, he filmed the when the DEA went to
yeah, yeah,
raid the police guy, this guy. But one thing I noticed too, I said there are many reasons. Even if they feel that they are fair to put them to everything, if the police say, "Oh yeah, we are not taking bribe," and nobody taking bribe, but I noticed something. I said, "Man, this guy need a lot of work. They need a lot of training." Guess what happened? Those guys were touching the drugs with no gloves. The evidence. How will you touch evidence with no gloves? And isn't that a free pass for somebody to get out of jail? Free pass right there. Because if that person has good lawyer with the modern time we live in, DNA and stuff. And what if the person said, no, it's not my drugs, the police planted in my house? What else can you show to, because usually they'll do something like that. People have to prove the case by doing the DNA stuff, to say, okay, this was your product, and with all the evidence, but you're touching it like that. You're touching evidence with your hand with no gloves. I never seen investigator do that anywhere before, but yeah, it's one of the reasons too that people, I'm sure people get out of jail. So I think those people need a lot of training.
yeah,
Yeah.
like Mr. Kroma said, he said, we catch the people. Our job is to catch them and turn them over to the law. So
Mm-hmm.
when the police job is to arrest them, turn them over to the law, and
Mm-hmm.
then they get their lawyers, they get their influential people in there. The influential people go and free them out. They go back on the street and they start selling couscous and start selling all these things to the guys on the street.
Yeah.
So if you have people who are powerful within the country involved in drug selling, then it's not going to go away, because you first have to get the big guns before you crack down the little guns. But they will go around those poor little children who don't have food to eat, and who are on drugs, and start and arrest them and say, we catch these people, they're the one who on drugs. How about the guy? How about the what the CIA would do here, what the drug enforcement would do here? Drug enforcement would even give money to the guy on the street to go and buy drugs, so they can get the main guy who is selling the drugs. They will put money out, and they would do an undercover screen.
Yeah.
Seen that
Yeah.
on so many times, and they would do that. But in Liberia, I don't know how they're doing it, but at least we're seeing some progress of
Yeah.
people in people and say, hey, so we give them credit for the
Yeah.
work they are doing. So that's why I would say, we're just working together, my brother. But Liberia, we have a long way to go. We pray for the best. That's
Yeah.
what I always say, because
There's
it
something.
takes all of us.
There's
It
something
takes
I
all.
wanted to, yeah. There's something I wanted to ask you. They said some people say the country is so hard that when you go there, you can get broke quick because everybody want money from you. You want to say something about that? Talk about that.
Yeah. Well, to be honest with you, it's partially true and it's not true.
Mm,
If you go to Liberia and you go to certain places and you see people, you wonder if the people are suffering, right? So except for the people you see on the street, like
mm,
the poor are getting poor and the rich are getting richer. That's the way I would put it.
mm.
Because you can go to places and you see people having fun, the way they dress, the way they look. People are not hungry in Liberia. Some people are. Some people are not, to be honest with you. People, there is life in Liberia. You look on the street, you see cars, you see jeeps, you see Escalade, you see different rah in Liberia. So there are people there who are enjoying, and there are people there who are suffering. But of course, if you leave from here and you go to Liberia, you have to go with a good amount of money. Because if you don't have money, you cannot survive in Liberia. Everything is money. And of course, people are going to come and ask you. And even some people are not going to ask you. Just as you drive around and you see people, I will see somebody and say, how much for your whole market? I will buy the whole market and tell her, say, share it with people. Because
Wow.
the person is selling $20. I did that like a 5 different times. Somebody gets stuff in that Willow market. Only 20, everything is only $20. They're sitting out in the sun for so long. Somebody selling fried plantain, and I say, how much for all the flat plantains? Say everything would be $10 US. I say, okay, this is the $10. Give it to everybody, go home. You know, I
But,
did that.
but but the thing is, when you do that, do you stay around for that person to share it? Because some people may take that money and then once you leave, they will start selling it again. You
No,
know.
no, no. I will stay there. I will actually take some, and
Okay.
they will call. I would stay there and they gave some people. So you're right. Sometimes some people do that. Like I went to the Lone Star office to buy something. There's a lady selling the ground pea and the banana in her wheelbarrow. I asked her how much everything. She said $20. Well, I've been standing there for because there were a little bit issues, so I was waiting. So I've been sitting in my car for about 20 minutes watching. Nobody never buy anything. She has the baby on her back, and she
Mm.
was really sweating. She just standing there. So I came and asked her and said, "How much for everything in here?" She said $20. So I gave her $25. Then I told her, I said, "Okay, just share the banana with the people, and I will take some and the grumpy, and then you can take your child home." She was so grateful. She was happy, and she just shared the banana. But just sitting in my car and watching this lady sitting in the hot sun for $20, that maybe somebody will only buy 3 banana and she will have to take the rest of it home. It just break your heart. I mean, you
Mhm.
cannot help everybody, but that's why people say when you go to Liberia, you will be broke, because
Yeah,
the money, not only people asking you, but the people that you will see that are in need, yourself
yeah,
cannot get past them like that.
yeah,
Sometimes my brother will say, you too generous. Why you want to give everybody money? But my brother, you can a person with a good heart cannot just see certain people. I know other people beg for money and people say, oh, that people that can beg for money, they're going to go buy drugs, they will do this and stuff. But if you see a woman with a child on her back in the hot sun, riding wheelbarrow around, my brother, if that doesn't break your heart, then I don't know what will break your heart.
yeah,
You see what I'm saying? So it's the fact, bro. If you don't get money, and of course, the kind of life you want to live in Liberia too, right? You want to eat good food. They're
yeah.
not cheap. You got to buy gas. I was spending $80, probably $80 a day for gas. The gas are expensive.
Oh,
So
you no, hold on. $80 a day for gas.
yeah, I for the full my tank is about $85. So if
And
I drive around the whole day, the gas is good. I'm going from Pinsville, Joba, all the way across to Lefoco. From Lefoco, I'm going to Pinsville. I come back to 16th Street. Then I go back to to Ray Light Coca-Cola factory side before you go low, because that's where the garage was. By the end of the day, the gas is gone. So the next day, you will have to fill the tank. So how many people will be able to maintain the kind of car I was driving in Liberia to be putting $80 gas in their car every day? That's it. First of all, that's the question. The gas
and
is
you
expensive.
were in Liberia for I think about 3 weeks or a month.
We were there for 3 weeks. Yes.
Yeah.
So you see what
Wow.
I'm saying? So sometimes, bro, that's how it is. So that's why I understand why somebody will tell you, say, if you go to Labrador, if you have to go with plenty of money, or if you don't go with enough money, it's not going to be easy and stuff like that, because it's rough. It's
Yeah.
very rough.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's something else, man. Yeah. So now that you were there, I know you went to a few places. Where would you say your best place to visit? Be like my sister Patricia. She doesn't go out too much. Every little thing she'll say the calabash. I go
No.
to the
Well,
calabash.
one of my worry was where I would take my kids. So the good thing is that around 16th Street, 11th Street, 12th Street, they mark. That was another thing. The GPS worked there. If you put the GPS
Oh,
on,
wow.
yeah, the GPS will work around 16th Street, 17th Street, going to 20th Street. The GPS work. The GPS even work all the way to Mapan Point. So my wife find Ocean 11.
Oh
Ocean,
yeah. We
Ocean
just did a video there.
Right. Ocean 11 is a place where they have soccer field. They have gym where people can go, exercise. They get restaurant there. They get swimming pool, and they get play for the kid to play. You pay to go play is $10 each for the kid. To go swim, we pay also, it was $10 because on the weekend, I think weekdays at $5. So I took my kid over there. They love it. So I will go in there every day. My older daughter, she don't want to eat anything else but the fries from Ocean 11. So I was going there every day to buy 2 pack of fries for my daughter. I would go with them. They would play. So it's really decent, really nice. The staffs are really friendly people. They're all nice. They show love and kindness to my kids and things like that.
Yeah,
So
we just did a video there. Like Sally did a video there. But by the way, Patricia is the one she's watching. So she's like the guy I was saying. I didn't know she was still watching. Trying to gossip. Every little thing. Oh, Patricia, what's the best place in Liberia? Oh, the Calabash. So I can't wait to take her to because one time I thought John Boise Beach was her favorite place, but It turns out I got the signal wrong. I just made her go to John Busy Beach, Royal, and these places, but I can't wait. It's my dream to make her go to this Calabash.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, this calabash is not that bad. It's nice, but you know they get a Sandy station, they get Sandy, they get 123. They also get Club Maserado,
mm,
Efficient. You know they have different places. Labra is all about the entertainment business in Labra. It's just crazy. If you go
yeah,
to 72nd, and if you go to Boulevard Junction, from Boulevard Junction all the way to 72nd, you see music blasting until
mm,
you go. There's still little spot on the road that people sit and have fun. So the same thing if you're driving around Cinco going, people will be, having fun and stuff. So, but it was fun, man. I have fun, like bro, it's always anytime I go, I have fun. I enjoyed meeting with your boy. He was very professional. He's a nice kid.
yeah.
I talked to him. I'm also happy to meet with him, So you
Yeah.
guys have doing a good job. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
I just want to wrap it up so I
Yeah,
can. But I just want to say, thank you for always giving me the opportunity. And I want to say, our brothers and sisters who are watching, please continue to support us. The Labyrinth TV network is for everybody. If you know any business person, you know somebody who is making difference in Liberia, please
thank you.
put them in our chat. We'll try to meet with the person and talk to them and see how we all can work together as a team. I
Yeah,
want to say, Mr. Jefferson, he's done a great job. He's the CEO behind the whole thing. So we want to say, thanks to him and his support and the team in Liberia. If you guys are watching, I
yeah.
want to thank
It's
you
one
very
of the
much. You are great.
Patricia, who is the manager. She's the one watching. Yeah, she's the manager, and she's the one watching. Thanks to them, I mean, they work hard. Patricia,
Yeah,
and
they have
like,
done extremely well. So we appreciate that. But yeah, my brother, it's nice meeting you again. I will be
thank you.
around. So anytime something coming up,
Yeah.
please let me know. I would love to join. But thank you. I gotta go now, but I'll keep in touch.
All right. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. I'll just close it up while you already you can go. Yeah, but thank you so much. I appreciate you for coming on. Well, everybody, thank you for watching. Patricia, you're still watching. Thank you so much. Yeah, the Caravan joke. I wanted to do it. I wanted to just do that. The Caravan joke. I always love it. I didn't know this one you caught me. I didn't know you were still watching. I thought you it was too late out there and you were sleeping. So that was so funny. And you're like, please leave me alone, eh? I like it when you say, please leave me alone, yeah. You're not gonna leave me alone. Just in case you guys don't know, Patricia is also my sister. So I try to joke with her a lot. But this Patricia that commenting is one of the most patient, and not because she's watching. Everybody that know me, they'll know that's what I said behind her back. Very patient, very respectful, very honest. They can never eat my money. She never stole any money from me. Like what people say when you're working with people in Liberia, finding somebody who is honest, it's hard. And Patricia, I'm glad to know her. Say I've been working with her, no matter how much I send her. She's okay with it. When I send people money, she will make sure she pay everybody. Even when I send her little thing, whether it's $5, she's happy with it. She one day never tell me that, hey, all the America you add this money you send me. She never said that. But she know how to get money out of me too. So at the end of the day, we are a good team. And the thing about Patricia, one of the things a lot of people Liberians don't know is that you can get a lot from somebody if you are honest. If you someone send you like $400 or $500, you take that money, you use it. That person and you betray the person trust and you steal that money. Guess what? That person that's the only money you may get from that person forever. But if you know how to do things, and that person like Patricia, she work with me every month. I pay her a certain amount. So for that reason, and we've been working together for I think about more than 2 years now, maybe 2 years or more. Imagine that if you do the amount of money that I pay her already, that's more. That's the thing that people don't understand. If once the person you trust you, they can give you more than you think. If something happening with Patricia, of course, I'm her brother too. I want to help. So I think people in Liberia mind thing before I leave the show. You guys need to be very honest, and you will get a lot. You will be like people like Patricia, who I trust so much that one day, 2 years, Patricia, 2 years now, Patricia had never done anything for me to say, oh, Patricia is not honest. I can send her a lot of money. She will use the money for the reason that I sent it for. And she's very respectful. One day I never said something for her to argue with me. And I'm not a patient person. Y'all can see me smiling, but me, I get my own bad hat. That one I'm proud to say. I get my own bad hat in me. I'm not very patient, and she knows how to deal with me. She's my soft spot. If something is not right, she always tell me, "But Jeffo, this thing, it's not like that." We're easy talking. The only time Patricia talk fast when we are talking about the Calabash. Patricia, where's your favorite place? The Calabash. The Calabash. I say other things you were talking slow. When it comes to your favorite place, that's when you want to talk faster. Yesterday I said that to Sally. She didn't play to laugh. The Calabash. But thank you so much for watching, everybody. I appreciate you. I had a great time with my friend. Um, he is the CEO of Newton Bowie is the CEO of the Holy Spring Mineral Water. Y'all go check that out. Y'all go check it out in Liberia. But anyway, thank you so much. I appreciate you always for supporting. Thank you everybody who commented. Shout out to my team back home for always being patient with me, for always working hard. Sally, Francie, Patricia, the boss lady herself, Lloyd Folly, Ingrid Jeter, everybody that worked with us. I just want to say thank you so much, you guys, for always doing this. Because of you, every day people get to see video on our channel. And I know it's not easy going through all the traffic and all the stuff and providing the content for our people. You'll keep following us because we will keep bringing you guys more. Now we have somebody in Grand Jita that will be reporting for the southeastern region. The next thing you know, we will have somebody in different part of the country that will be, like maybe in Lofa area that will be going to different places. And then before you know it, we are in Grand Bassa. So we will send people different places. I noticed that a lot of the big media companies in Liberia, like even the television stations in Liberia, they don't have journalists in every county. You don't see a lot of video of different counties. So recently, when people started seeing videos of Grand Jita County, and, different things that are happening in Zwedru, like all the entertainment center, the courthouse there, different video. People were very excited about that because not every day you get to see those kind of stuff. Everything in Liberia is in Monrovia. So you please support our channel. There are a lot of ways you can support our channel. A lot of ways. Support our channel by sharing our videos. Support our channel by, if you want to donate to our channel, always we are open to that too. If you want to support it financially, but just sharing our video is a big support. By commenting is a big way to do it, by viewing our videos on YouTube, Facebook. It's great. So we appreciate all of you, man. Every time, if you have any question, if something bothers you, reach out to us, liberiantv@gmail.com. We will respond. Let me put that up here before I go. I want to make sure some people will say Liberian TV Network, but it's liberiantv@gmail.com. You can reach out to us. If you're a business who want to advertise on our platform, you are welcome to. You can, if you want to advertise on this platform, you want to gain partnership with us, we will promote you. If you are a business person who has a business in Liberia, you want to come on the show, we can also bring you on. If you have your entertainment center in Liberia and you want us to go there to tour the place, this is the email, liberiantv@gmail.com. Send us email so that we can get back to you. Yeah, like any partnership, we can go to your business, tour the whole place. I think you have seen few videos of different entertainment area, whether it's hotel, is an entertainment place, is store, anything you have there. We can go there and tour the place and see what's up. Like I say, if you want continuing partnership, reach out to us so we can, yeah, so we can talk and see what happened. There are a lot of things we can do. Our platform, a lot of people watch our platform every month, so that would be a great opportunity for your business to be seen. But one of the things that I noticed about Liberian businesses, even when you call a hotel, they say, "Oh, my hotel is already known. We don't need any advertisement." I'm like, even the great Disneyland in the United States that is well known all over the world, they still do TV commercial. And that's the problem with Liberian businesses. They feel that, oh yeah, my business is known already. I don't need advertisement. I say you just a person might see your business on YouTube and say, this week I'm going to Liberia and I'll go check that place out. If you don't advertise that, you say your business is already known. What if somebody go to Liberia and go to a different place? There are a lot of entertainment center now. It's becoming more competitive. So the reason these people, the big company, Apple and other people do TV commercial, because they keep reminding you. Like instead of you going to buy some type of Samsung phone, you go buy iPhone 7. So and these people they are known too, but they do that just to remind you every time. So if new computer is coming out, Apple will advertise that new computer. Apple is not saying because I'm known already. If you are an entertainment center in Liberia, you say, "Oh, I'm known already." But why if a person is coming from the US and don't know, not maybe they are not thinking about you for that moment and thinking about going to different entertainment center. And then, but the moment you advertise, you post something, they see a video with their tour, they will be like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to that place." So anyway, Liberian businesses they got different mentality, and that's the story. But for those of you that have this kind of mentality, for people to always see your business, reach out to us. That's the email address, LiberianTV at Gmail. And even if you have something coming up, like maybe you have some type of program coming up, or you have a party that you want people to see. We have done wedding before, not wedding, but funeral before, where a couple of times, where people they have their family live in different part of the world. Instead of you know, doing a video and then sending it to each of the family member. We go live on our platform, and for that we don't add the YouTube commercial to it, so people can your family can watch. We send you the link. Your family can watch the live. We cover the whole thing. Whether it's graduation coming up, we can do that. Whether it's wedding, we can also go live, or we can do it in a private way where a lot of people can see it. Only your family all over the world. So only one link you send them, and everybody can watch the video. Um, Wherever they live, you don't have to send individual people this link, and how our people do it professionally will be far more better than somebody who doesn't know how to do video. It's like we cover the whole thing. So whether it's party, wedding, or whatever, we can do all of that too. And that's another way to support our channel. If you hire us to do something and we go there, we cover the whole thing. I mean, that's is helping our platform. So, like I said, there are many ways you can support our platform. You can go share our live, share our videos, comments. If you want to, support our channel financially, you can donate to, subscribing our YouTube channel. All of these things they are all support. A lot of time, everything does not have to do with not everything has to do with money. Sometimes it's just a little thing. Subscribing our YouTube channel every time we post video, you something. If you're watching from Facebook, you can subscribe our YouTube channel. It's the same name. If you're watching from YouTube, you can follow our Facebook page. It's the same name. So anyway, I've been sitting here for a while. It's been like a couple of minutes. I want to go and find something to eat. A lot of time I'll be here for a long time. I want to say thank you again to my friend Newton Bowie for giving us all this stuff. As he was talking, maybe I felt like I was in Liberia. It's like I had the experience he had when he went. I want to say thank you to my sister Faith, who always, coming on the show. She's very supportive. Like I said, she's like I will like good cop and bad cop. Well, she's very easy person. I'm a, I'm cocky, high, hala hala. Uh, and even my friend Nito is not a good. He's not like good cop and bad cop. Our sister Faith is the good cop. Then we are the bad cops. Because we will tell it the way it is. Our sister Fish is very easy to deal with. She's a woman of God. I'm a man of God too, but I'm still working on my repentance. Yeah, but anyway, that's our email again for the last time before I go. Liberian TV Network, Liberian TV at gmail.com. You can always email us if you have any question, anything, you have your business in Liberia, you want us to showcase it, you have an event coming up, you want us to cover it, you got press conference, you got this, you got that, reach out to us, Liberian TV at gmail.com. And we will go with our people, they will cover it and know what they're doing. I think you are seeing some of the video we've been posting about different areas, different entertainment center. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you all. Bye bye.